Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Hey guys, and welcome to the second episode of The Update. Today I want to go over Apollo blockchain. Apollo blockchain is the foundation to almost every product at Apollo Fintech. What I want to do is I want to go over Apollo blockchain, and then I want to compare Apollo's use cases with XRP's use cases. XRP is our closest and largest rival. Probably the nearest to Apollo Fintech in the blockchain realm. And we have the same style of use cases. And I really thought that a comparison between the two would be phenomenal, because obviously XRP has had an incredible amount of success. Obviously outside of the recent scandal, the SEC issue, but really they've had an incredibly successful run, and I have a very similar vision for Apollo, but it really just takes it quite a few steps forward. So I'll go ahead and jump in and let's talk about Apollo's use cases. So the first use case on the list is the KNOX bank-to-bank network. Essentially what this network is a cross-border transaction system that allows commercial banks to send transactions to any other commercial bank in the world that is on the system. It could be used from central bank to commercial bank. It can be used from commercial bank to commercial bank. It can be used from credit union to commercial bank. Payment processors can get in on it. So what it does is it allows countries to have an option outside of the SWIFT system where they can send funds. A lot of especially African nations have tremendous issues with SWIFT. They don't want to have to rely on it. They're incredibly excited. To date, we have 6 central banks that are lined up to get on our test run, essentially, as soon as we finish that, which should be in the next 1 to 2 months. That's what we're pushing for. The next on the list is KNOX WorldPay. So I'm incredibly excited about KNOX WorldPay because, number one, it annihilates the 2 biggest barriers to blockchain mass adoption, which are accessibility and usability. Let's just face it, a large portion of the world does not have a smart device. They don't have internet access, they don't have data, they don't have they don't have a laptop. So what we've done is essentially create a system that runs off of Apollo blockchain that allows people to send offline SMS messages, with meaning essentially that you do not have to have data to send the message. All you have to have is a basic signal, basically a 2G, that the signal that's found in most of the world. They don't have to have data to their device. They can have a flip phone. They don't have to have a smartphone, which the majority of the world, almost all of the world, even in the far reaches of the jungle, in the Congo, in the Amazon, I've been to both, people have a flip phone. They have basic cellular service. They may not have the money for data, but they can send an SMS message. So by creating a system that allows people to send a blockchain transaction through SMS, we've opened up blockchain for the majority of the world, if not the entire world. But still, there's another obstacle that we had to overcome, and that obstacle is accessibility. So to overcome accessibility, what we've done is we've created an application for agents and sub-agents. So what happens is that person signs up, and goes through an approval process. Once approved, they can hire sub-agents under them that can go out and be that middle person. If you think about it, even buying Bitcoin, buying Ethereum, buying any cryptocurrency, even in the US, Canada, UK, I don't care where it is, it's very difficult, especially if you're buying any large amount. You have to go through approval processes. It's a very complex process. So we knew that we had to cut that out. We knew that the majority of the world does not have a bank account. They don't have access to the financial system. So we knew that we had to find a solution for that. And we believe that the agent system is that solution. So by allowing agents worldwide to sign on to the system and to be that middle person, the person that can take cash directly from anyone in the world, even if it's sub-Saharan Africa, even if they don't have an internet connection, they can go through and they can top up users' wallets. They can allow withdrawals through their systems. They can assist them with opening accounts or with opening their wallet and using their wallet. It allows a dispersal of accessibility that we haven't seen to date. So we believe that the agent system, the agent network, will completely knock out the accessibility barrier, allowing true mass adoption by taking out those two biggest barriers. Next is the Apollo Government Platform. The Apollo Government Platform is a system that allows governments to deploy department software very rapidly. It allows departments to communicate with each other incredibly fast. It is probably the most secure government system available right now because of the fact that not only is it run off of, not only is the data stored off of Apollo blockchain and a distributed ledger, it's also taking advantage, and it will take advantage of our quantum steel encryption, an encryption that is significantly stronger than the AES standard, which is used in military and many other government applications. So it's secure, it's efficient, and it's fast. Going forward, we have Stratus. Stratus is one of the probably the most impressive products that we're launching and that we have launched. What Stratus is now is the largest unbiased social media ecosystem. The premise behind Stratus is essentially to take the most used platforms in the mainstream and combine those into one product that allows someone to use one account, one wallet for an internet of services. Right now we have the first two major social media platforms covered. We have the functionality of both of them, and those are Twitter and Facebook. Going forward, and in fact in the very near future, we're launching YouTube. We're launching the functionality of YouTube, and soon after that we have a multi-vendor system which works almost identically to Amazon. We have an eBay system. We have a large number of applications, a TikTok application. We have an application that's very similar to Instagram that focuses almost solely on photos. We have a lot of very, very unique things coming. So we're very close to having what will be a large-scale network that allows people to walk away from a lot of the largest problems of the internet. I'm sure many of you have had a conversation with somebody in private with your phone being present, and the next day, the next couple days, you then see what you were talking about on that social media platform, whether it be Facebook or any other. This has happened many times. This happened to me. This is something that's pretty well known at this point. That there's just such an overreach that we believe that this will really give people an option to not only use the services that they love, but also keep their privacy and to speak their mind and to have the right of free speech in doing that. Next is Arc. Arc is a decentralized cloud and computing system that will power our Internet 3.0. What it does is allows people to stake their hard drive space, and it works with our smart contracts to facilitate a truly decentralized website and truly decentralized applications. A lot of the quote-unquote decentralized applications on the market are not really decentralized in every aspect. For instance, with the data that is used, the graphics, a lot of the information that is being hosted, it must be hosted on a traditional server, because there aren't a lot of options for truly decentralized information, truly decentralized data storage, especially combined with the ability to power the website, the computing aspect. So we believe that this will drastically impact how the internet works, and it'll give people an option to host websites that are now being censored by big tech, by Amazon, by DigitalOcean, and many of those companies. Next is KNOX Exchange. KNOX Exchange is our premier exchange that we have built to be something that allows users and anyone in the world to access cryptocurrency simply, and it allows them to trade without a significant amount of knowledge beforehand. So no training necessary, no YouTube videos to watch to figure it out. We want it to be very, very simple, especially the next update that we have coming out. It's going to be beautiful. It's gonna take simplicity to the next level. It's gonna take speed to the next level. But I'll go ahead and talk about some of the things that we do that are very unique compared to the market. One of those things is that we have almost unlimited liquidity. We actually right now have the liquidity of 300 exchanges, really most of which are large exchanges. To give you an example, we use liquidity from Binance, we use liquidity from OKEx, we use liquidity from almost every large exchange. So what that means for you is that when you go on KNOX Exchange to trade, you don't have issues with liquidity like you do in a lot of exchanges, and that's great because when there's low liquidity, you usually end up losing money with every trade. You have to take those prices up or down to the point where you lose percentages just off of the lack of liquidity. So that in and of itself allows people to get the absolute best price on the market at every point. So if there's a disparity between OKEx and Binance, if there's a disparity between Coinbase and any other exchange, we find the difference, and you'll have that best price within that trade. So that's one of our best features. Also, we're in the process of adding our own credit card system, which is very similar to what Coinbase does. We're opening that up to the world, and we're making it very simple to use. We're making it we're opening up the limits. We're creating systems to allow us to operate in a very shorter time frame in terms of the locks that you have to have on cryptocurrency. Then there's the Invest system. The Invest system is great because what it does is it allows anybody to jump on the website, go and immediately invest in many of the largest cryptocurrencies, including Apollo, including GSX, and our decentralized currencies. They can go in there, they can put in their credit card information, and they can invest in any amount they want, even $50,000 right away. They can invest in it, and they can hold it, and they can watch their portfolio go up and down on the system. They can sell at any point. And it opens up investing into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major currencies to the world, because most people don't want to figure out, they don't want to sit there and figure out how to use an exchange, how to trade, how to, put in a bid and, a buy order and all of that they just want to put in their credit card information and buy Bitcoin, So this is really something that we believe will open up cryptocurrency to a lot of people. Also, we have a smart KYC system. I don't know if you have gone through KYC on an exchange. I've actually gone through, recently I've gone through several, and I'm on two main exchanges. I won't say the name, but main exchanges, I've gone through months and months of waiting for them to approve my account. It's unreal the amount of scrutiny that you go through with really any exchange, and the waiting and the complexity. It's a lot, especially if it's ever going to go mainstream. So what we did is we've created a smart KYC system that takes maybe at most 30 seconds. So 30 seconds you can complete it, you can start trading. You can not only start trading, but you can start trading with almost unlimited limits. So you're able to go in there and you don't have the issues with, only being able to trade a small amount, only being able to withdraw a small amount. We have a very secure system, and we've set it up to make convenience the absolute top priority. Next, we have the National Payment Platform. The National Payment Platform is a system that allows a central bank of a nation to issue a central bank digital currency. Basically, what a central bank digital currency is a digital currency form of their paper currency. The thing that really differentiates the Apollo National Payment Platform with many of the other central bank digital currency options is the fact that the National Payment Platform is the only system that has the ability to power an entire economy. What I mean by that is that the National Payment Platform has systems in place for not only peer-to-peer transactions, a consumer application, but it has systems for commercial banks to issue this digital currency to citizens of the nation. It has a system for peer-to-peer transactions. It has everything in between to facilitate daily commerce in almost every capacity. So it's much more substantial. We took a lot of time. It's taken about 2 years to develop, and it's completely finished at this point. We have many banks that are working on pilots, central banks that are looking to issue. So it's been one of our not only most successful large government systems so far, but it's also been, like I said, one of the biggest use cases for Apollo. So now we've talked about Apollo blockchain. We've talked about its use cases. We've talked about Apollo Fintech. We've talked about its basic stats. Let's go ahead and move on to XRP and Ripple. So really, the biggest differentiation between XRP and Apollo as a currency and as in terms of use cases has really been the fact that Ripple, as a foundation, has only really created one use case for it, and they really focus all their energy on that one use case, and they've been very successful with it. But that one use case is their XCurrent and XVIA, which is essentially a bank-to-bank network for cross-border payments, for bank-to-bank payments, payments between payment processors and banks, very similar to what KNOX bank-to-bank network is, and really in reality is almost identical. They've been doing this for a long time. They have gained acceptance for it. They have quite a few customers for it. That's been really the core of their success. They list those three products on their site. So that there are three products that they bring out are the XCurrent and XVIA, which are the user interface and the bank-to-bank network that goes with it. And then XRapid, which you all know is XRP. XRapid is essentially the currency that is the liquidity mover between fiat currencies in the XCurrent system. So really, it all revolves around one product. So XRP, we're comparing XRP with Apollo. Those are both currencies. So technically, XRapid isn't necessarily a product that we're going to compare because they're But what we will do is we will compare the raw stats. So from what we've seen, from what we've been able to ascertain, XRP has an average speed of about 4 seconds. which is good. It's a very good speed. It's a little bit slower than Apollo's, but it's in there. From what we've seen, there is a little bit of centrality to it. So we believe that there could be some sustainability. They haven't created a system like we have with database sharding, but it could be assumed that they may have the sustainability as well, but also there could be the issue of centralization if they do, because if they are completely decentralized, it doesn't seem that there is a sustainable technology essentially to create that and maintain that blockchain sustainability to keep from getting that blockchain bloat. But I'll definitely correct myself if there is later on. But no, so we've gone over both projects. We've gone over both use cases for both currencies. And really, it's easy to see Apollo Fintech has significantly more use cases than XRP does. They've been very successful with it. We haven't launched our bank network. We haven't launched our government platform, but we're in the process right now of doing so. And we believe that when we do, we will have incredible success with both. We have a large number, as I've said, banks and governments that are incredibly not only interested, but planning to put forward the pilots for it. So we're definitely looking forward to that. But you can see the market caps between Apollo and XRP are pretty drastic. We expect that once we start lining things up, that we'll have some incredible success with that, and we plan on being in nowhere less than the top 10. That's our goal. That we can't make promises, but that's our absolute goal, and we plan to accomplish it through these use cases. We spent years creating them. We spent years fine-tuning them. And we're at a place now where we can launch them into the market. We're going nonstop. In fact, I have a 3-country BLITZ coming up in the next 4 weeks. On Friday, I leave for our first country in the Indian Ocean, and then I travel all the way to the Pacific for one of the countries. So we're flying now. We're flying at the speed of sound, and we'll definitely be giving updates as we go. We have a film crew that'll be following us with this trip, and it should be very, very exciting. We'll be posting those updates as we go, and I think it's going to be very, very exciting. I can tell you that I'm excited, our team's excited, and we're ready to roll. So stay tuned to the next episodes. Stay very close to the notifications. We could have some big news coming up. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more updates, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel.